dancing with media, keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why these people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time. Infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to. We're talking about your brother, protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 22 carries, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, too.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
First down carry by Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Tua. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, New York.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one quickly to Lamb.
Tagovailoa.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Patriots' 24-yard line.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
He's brought down at the...
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Intended for DJ Moore. Coverage on the play by...
They'll run it with Elliott. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So here are the Patriots now backed up a bit to start their first drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win? An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow and safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
A gain of 4. 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Patriots nothing.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different. And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to launch it for Washington. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
They'll take over.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On first down, it's Elliott. A gain of 3, second down.
Ball carrier. He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
On second down, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now Elliott, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They run. Robinson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts, and he fires one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the run, it's Robinson, and he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Scantling. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Patriots nothing. Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Patriots 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 2.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Jets.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
The ball carrier.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tua going to throw. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
They gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
For the Patriots.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Khalil Mack. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Jets.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's caught by Howard. And he'll go down at the 28. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Robinson, the ball carrier. Khalil Mack in on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Washington. That's a gain of 6.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Partners, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he puts it. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 23-yard line. And you want to talk about active hands. These guys, these defensive backs, these linebackers, they've had active hands.
Almost reminds you of those great basketball teams, the ones that really defend. And we talk about the length that they have and able to get their hands on balls and have deflections and knock them away. That's what we're seeing here. Very difficult to get a pass into a receiver because there's always someone in the lanes.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. The Patriots ready to get the football back. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing is Hurts. That's taken in by Higgins. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. T. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown.
13.
Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down, Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. 27-17, the final, a 10-point margin. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. 28-9, the final score. And one final game to highlight. We wrap things up on Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Elliott. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
The 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And I guess, partner, you call that a covered sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New England trying to get a place on offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Complete to C.D. Lamb.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down now, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Jets.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Jets first down.
This is Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
It's throwing now is Tagovailoa. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Now Tua. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Second and 11 now. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Hurts. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. New York ready to go again offensively.
everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Jones, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to pass. Tua. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Complete to David.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice
now as he's on to kick it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second.